There's officially only 2 weeks until we're moving apartments, and I want to look through every single item that we have. But it's hard because are we going to have an extra child here in Korea or are we not? Honestly, originally I wasn't really the biggest fan of the kitchen here. One, like the doors in this place is just gorgeous. Let me tell you about the living room. Oh my god. This is just fantastic. I feel so recharged. It's crazy. Like I've just had 3 days of nice sun after a week with just terrible air pollution and I couldn't go out, and now I just feel like so recharged. There's officially only 2 weeks until we're moving apartments, and I'm so excited, but I'm also thoroughly... Why are you biting my jacket? I'm also thoroughly nervous, especially because we have so many items now with a child. What are you doing? I want to look through every single item that we have, like one by one, and then I want to decide whether or not to, you know, get rid of it, sell it, donate it, or just it needs to be thrown out, basically. What are you doing, Noah? A while ago, I went with Jake to see the apartment again for like the second time, and that was the last time that we saw the place. We were looking through everything and like taking some measurements, discussing some things about the decor plan, which we were majorly disagreeing about one thing, which is kind of hilarious. Anyways, I filmed everything to save it, and I think I'm going to take you back to that flashback in this video, so that's gonna be exciting. But first, we need to go back and we need to start organizing some stuff. I need to start looking through things that we're gonna bring and that we're not gonna bring, because we have to write down everything that we're gonna bring to the moving company. Oh, it's a whole thing. Okay, I mean, I don't even know like where I should begin. For starters, I feel like we have so many cabinets. Maybe we can start here. Okay. This is a funky mix of items. Uh-oh, Noah found his coloring pencils. Uh-oh. I feel like this is quite accurate of how our cabinets look like right now. It's just random and they don't make a lot of sense. I know where everything is in our house, so I mean, obviously, I am a Virgo at the end of the day. But we also just have a lot of things that don't serve us anymore. But it's hard because are we going to have an extra child here in Korea or are we not going to have one in Korea? That kind of determines what we get rid of in relation to baby stuff, you know? I don't know, this is difficult. Speaking of like things for Noah, which is probably the biggest issue of things we have to organize in, we just got a package. Oh, let me just go have a look at what that is. What's it? Det er en gave til dig, skat. Do you remember this package, Noah? You see this every second month. Thank you to KiwiCo for sponsoring this video. The crates that I'm opening right now is Panda Crate, which is a subscription for learning-based and development-appropriate toys for kids or babies from 0 to 36 months, the first 3 years of your child's life. Noah has been getting this ever since he was born. Literally everything we have is KiwiCo. Is that a ball? This is the biggest reason why I love this, is because you know that you have things that fit him right where he is at right now. It fits perfectly to keep them engaged and entertained by introducing new toys, not too often, but in a good and steady pace. Yeah, Taxka. That matches exactly where he's at. Noah, he is still, as you can see, all of our KiwiCo stuff from seriously when he was a newborn pretty much is out here. He still plays with all of it. I haven't said yes to any sort of brands that I work with on behalf, quote unquote, of Noah, except for KiwiCo, and it truly is because I think it is such a great service that does your child so well, but also you as a parent. For me personally, I think it's quite stressful, this whole experience of like making sure your child is appropriately both entertained but also stimulated for his age, and that can be a stress on many parents, and KiwiCo just takes care of that for you, if you know what I mean. Our subscription is the Panda Crate Plus, where we get 3 to 6 age specific toys, but we also get one of these big Grow With Me toys. All in all, this is something that I have recommended to every single parent that I know, and also to you. If this is something that sounds interesting to you, I have a link down below, kiwico.com/Sissel, or use my code Sissel to get 20% off for your first crate with KiwiCo. Thank you once again to KiwiCo for sponsoring this video. Let's continue the organization of this home. There's so much to go through. At least Noah is very occupied right now with his new toys. Okay. Back to this cabinet. I posted on Instagram a photo of me from a hospital bed, and I promised to talk about that a little bit. Because it looked kind of extreme, because I was like having an IV drip and everything, but it really isn't. It's actually really, really embarrassing. Do I wanna share that? Do I? Oh, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'll share it. After Solnal holidays, you know, Lunar New Year holidays, the traditions go that you go eat a lot of really delicious Korean food with your family, and that's what we did. We have a few days at Jake's family's house, and it's fantastic, it's so cozy. And then we come home, we go to bed, everything feels normal. I go to bed, but then at 3 a.m. I wake up in insane amount of pain, and it's right here in solar plexus. Like, it's sitting right in solar plexus. Intense pain, and it's onto my back as well, like at the exact same spot. The pain is so bad, it felt like I was having a contraction at like 6-7 centimeters. It's bad. The pain was really, really, really bad. And I was starting to like feel a shortness of breath. I started to getting the sweats, and I started shaking a lot. I asked ChatGPT, I gave him my symptoms. It said that these are all symptoms that should be monitored in a hospital, so I should call 911, and that's what we did. The worry that I'm sitting with is, am I having like some heart issue right now? Because it felt that way, and from what I heard previously about, you know, female heart attack and heart issues, I was freaking out. Obviously, we took Noah with us. It was in the middle of the night. We sat in the ambulance and we were being taken to the hospital. They run a bunch of tests on me, like urine test, blood test, x-ray. They took, you know, obviously monitored my heart and my pulse and a lot of different things. And after like an hour and a half, I think, while we're waiting for the test result, I'm being put on an IV drip with pain relief. And after like an hour and a half or so, the test results come back, and they say that everything actually looks normal except for the x-ray, because the x-ray shows that I'm really constipated. Yeah, no, that's how I felt as well. So like, I thought I was gonna die. I was looking at my son thinking this is the last time I'm gonna see him, and it was just poop. It was just poop. I'm so embarrassed. But it was so painful. But it's so embarrassing. Like, imagine walking out of that like emergency room when everything was done and everyone is just like, bye, get home safe. Like, I am very inflamed in my intestines after all of that Solnal food. I think the foreigner could not handle it. I think we should stop talking about this. We should just not bring it up again, right? Okay, let's clean. Honestly, I've already cleaned out in my whole closet, and I have so many items that I don't know what to do with. I really want to do a flea market actually. One of the items is this bag that Noah is holding right now. Yeah. Yeah, I think a flea market could be so fun. Sardines. I mean, it just keeps going. I have a lot of really good items that I actually really like, but I just found myself not really wearing. And so I'm gonna try to see if there's a space that I can rent, maybe a cafe or something, I'm not sure. And then we could go have some fun. It's the 17th of January and we're currently on our way to see our new apartment. For the first time after signing the contract. We actually just signed the contract a couple of days ago and we've only seen the place once. I'm just so excited to go see it again because you know you always see it from a different perspective and you see new things when you know you're gonna live there. So I'm just... I'm so excited. Honestly, originally I wasn't really the biggest fan of the kitchen here. I think mainly because of the black countertop. You know, the black is just, it's never really been my go-to with this situation, but I think it's growing on me a little bit. Now it's just maybe the backsplash. Or maybe that has a charm, you know, like now that the sun is in here and I see it from a little bit more of like a nostalgic, not nostalgic, but like I see it more as mine, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like there's a charm more about it. I don't know, but we can, you know, cover it up with some peel and stick tiles, but that's just never really like, it always ends up giving a little bit of a DIY situation. And I don't want my like adult home to seem like a DIY project. Like fair enough, it did that a couple of years ago in my previous single girl apartments, but now it just feels like a different vibe, you know? But I must admit, I really like these like high gloss cabinets and it's just, it's slightly yellow, which I think it's very charming. This is like the ultimate flex in a Korean apartment, I feel like. It's so clear a foreigner has lived here before. They've added little, little stickers to see what it is in English. Because it's stone floor, look at the wall. That looks so pretty.
So what's going on here in the living room?
In the living room? Let me tell you about the living room. Obviously all of this is just suggestions. This is the second time we see the place, so it's a little bit hard to make decisions. What I'm worried about is actually our dining table is quite big. So it actually might fit to have a round table instead. Because it's hard to be walking around it. But either way, here I really want to utilize this big, like, open living room for an open seating situation, like conversational. So putting like our sofa, you know, like that, and then we have another chair here facing that way, TV there. You see what I mean? So like having seatings face in towards each other to create this more conversational hit. Because I'm not really the fan of like having a living room where the TV is the centerpiece.
No, but the sofa isn't what I don't get it. Like, what do you mean here and then with one here? I can't picture it.
I think we have decided that the corner here is going to be my office. Like the doors in this place is just gorgeous. I think I want to make something that's really easy and beautiful to, you know, film content in. I'm gonna make this my space so I have a place where I can close the door and just be Sissel for a second. I think that's gonna be so great. We have beautiful window. This is south facing, so that's like the sunlight you see here, and then also a door out to the terrace that's just connecting around the house. My first idea is maybe like a little... This looks so good. My first idea is maybe like over in this corner in front of the window and next to the beautiful door, a little vanity. I kind of want a vanity where I can just sit and get ready and film that kind of thing. And then I think this wall is very, very appropriate for my desk. Yeah. Eee, I'm so excited. I love that the living room windows is actually somewhere where we can stand on the other side on ourselves and clean the windows.
Clean the window?
Yeah, because it's so dirty in the high-rise apartments and they only clean it like once a year.
That's actually true. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So now we can actually have clean windows. Right now they're quite dirty, but
there's a
obviously
water
those
hose
windows.
out there too that we can use.
Perfect.
We can maybe have some grass out there and make some like a tea table with mini sofa, some shit like that. Yeah.
I love the idea of those wooden tiles from IKEA. But either way,
let's have some plants out.
Yeah,
all
of
plants
course.
are out here, I guess.
I would love to have plants, and I would love to like have little flowers. And then look at this one, like over here, baby. This is my office window, right? There's this here. Obviously, you can't do anything about that, but I can put like some plants on top of it,
So you can see it from them. Oh yeah, nice. I like that. Yeah, I like
right?
that. Yeah.
Isn't that so cute?
근데 여기는 we can use it.
Yeah, I think it's wide enough to do like
the top.
yeah, right?
Yeah, for sure.
A little sofa, something, and then on another side, a little chair.
Or you know what? We should just have like some really comfy chair here we can sit
그치.
with some like tea table in the middle. The chair, tea table chair.
I like
That
that.
we can like have like
This is so beautiful. Jake and I will have some hardcore disagreements about how to do the living room, but I'm sure it's gonna be.
부동산 guy had to leave because we're fighting.
Yeah, we got a little argument in the end. But it's okay, you know, life is just much easier if you just admit your wife is right and then move on, you know?
그래 이것도 귀여운데 생각보다.
Yeah, right?
All these flowers. I don't think we should fix.
Right?
It's cute.
I was just saying the same
Yeah.
thing. It's actually not bad at all.
그래 이것도 잘 보면 detail-wise, it looks like some European harmony's house.
Yeah.
Really cute.
Cute. And if you look at the little flowers on the sides here, baby, it's
really
actually
cute.
hand painted.
Oh wow! Someone did it.
Yeah, someone painted on it.
Cute. Only thing that bothers me is this American.
Hey, hold on.
shit.
It's American plugs.
Yeah. It's everywhere here.
What the hell? But
Both
there is
American
normal
plugs.
ones too, right?
Yeah.
Normal ones. Okay. The fireplace. In my apartment tour video, I said that it was like a real fireplace, but it's electric. But I think it is real fire in it, right?
There was a gas fireplace.
Yeah, but there's real fire starting with gas, right?
I think it's basically the heater that looks like a fire.
But I think it looks like there's flames that comes up here. It's just fake wood in the back. There's nothing to complain about. I just think it's funny. And I love that it has storage space on top here. Even the lighting and just the details on here. It's just so beautiful. Coming here to the bedroom. Wow, you know, another detail I really like that it's not fully white. It's slightly off-white. And I like that because it takes it from feeling cold and like a, what's that called, hospitally, to like actually warm and homey. So I really like that touch. Okay, what I was gonna say is we're gonna like have a big bed obviously because we co-sleep, but it's just going to be going out from here. I think that's the best option. I also love the idea with the windows in the back, to be honest. And then that clears up this space for some storage situation, which we might need a little bit more of, because in here with the closet, okay, one, I love this door. How charming is that? What the hell? This, I would call it more like a little storage room than I would call it a closet. So we're gonna figure out what to do in here. I think I might need some storage for some bags. And then we need storage for sheets. But we'll have to get some more like storage situation here to really utilize the space properly. Joki. The bathroom. Looking at it a second time around, it's not as bad as it was before. These are little animals down here. There's little animals down here. Little bugs.
Insects?
Like I saw a video online about how dirty these tubs are after a long time, so we need to find some like cool viral recipe to clean it out.
Always toothpaste and lemon and baking soda.
Absolutely not. This Jake's thing is putting toothpaste and lemon on anything.
Baking soda and baking soda.
Once you washed some stuff in the washing machine with toothpaste, like what kind of logic is that? What's all these bugs?
I don't know. That's what we have to deal with, I guess, for the next 2 years.
Shit. We have the same cabinets as the kitchen, which is fine.
We don't have that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to that water gun right now.
To the water gun? Me too, to be honest. And why is this half on top of the mirror? This seems a little odd, doesn't it? Anyways, I like it. I think it's cute. This is more of a problem. The shower situation is not very big. There's water in it. Oops. Bathroom number 2. There is storage in here. Okay, that's kind of odd that it opens from that side. Aren't you standing here and opening it? Like, that's a little weird. I just love the sink and this kind of faucet. Like if you are anywhere than Korea, you might think it's a little odd that I'm like happy about these kind of mid details. And it's because like everything looks the same in Korean apartments. It's literally just like the same solution they use for everything. So just the fact that things are kind of unique and have a little bit more character makes me so excited. Even the toilet, look at the toilet. Like, this is just something that's unnecessary in Korea. But, which is true, it's totally unnecessary, but it's beautiful, you know? Jake's office. We'll figure this situation out here, but I think we want some open desk situation. And we have, this one. Again, look at this. This is so funny. You have like someone who has put little notes on everything to see what it is in English.
We're gonna have ours.
Yeah, we're gonna bring ours.
I told him that too.
You told him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, ours is nice. But did you notice, baby, they put little stickers? Here we can put the wooden tiles out as well, so it's a little bit more warmer for your feet. And like cleaner. And then lastly is Noah's room. I'm sorry, Noah, but you're getting the smallest room. But I think this is the room that makes the most sense for him. We'll have, you know, some storage situation open with his toys, Montessori vibe. This makes a lot of sense for a bed. You know, there's not much space in here, not many options, but it has everything it needs. Right now, his current room is smaller than this, so I think he'll be happy. More storage, nice. And this little odd nook where we can store even more things. So, can you feel my excitement? Because I don't feel like I can contain it. It has begun. We're moving, and we're moving soon. There are so many things about this new place that I am just spending so much time trying to solve decor-wise. So if you have any like thoughts about the apartment and how you would decorate it, please let me know. I would love to hear your ideas and tips. First, I think I need to jump back into reality for a moment and really get this place sorted. Honestly, that is proving to be a little bit difficult when you have a toddler. There's constantly something else to clean, if you know what I mean. Anyways, we have begun. It's a new chapter. It's a new season of the apartment series. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited. I'll see you for episode 2. Bye.